Here at Strode Orthodontics, we are a single doctor practice, which means that I am the only orthodontist here in the practice. I will be the one guiding you through your care journey. With our experienced staff, your appointments will be more efficient and more comfortable. We love treating kids as well as adults. We want you to be happy with your experience during orthodontic treatment as well as your smile at the end. I love when patients tell me that their smile has improved their confidence and their quality of life, because a smile is for a lifetime.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
This is your home for the Broncos. Spring Hill Sports Live.
Plenty of time, loads up, lets it fly down the sideline. He wants Torres, he's got to come back, he makes the catch. Down, Jackson Torres. There's a chance for Spring Hill. Back set, kill for Serpan.
Nice touch there, looking for Rainforth, and he's able to find the back of the net. A first touch volley. The substituted freshman, Odell.
Gano looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos on a 3rd down and 4 from the 5.
It's time for the Broncos on your home for Spring Hill High School athletics. Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Find whole body wellness with Sozo Chiropractic in downtown Spring Hill. Relax and recharge with medical grade infrared. Experience natural relief with dry needling and acupuncture. Or try stem wave therapy, a cutting edge option for pain relief and healing. Whether it's you, your kids, or your family, Sozo Chiropractic is here to help you feel your best. Visit us at 102 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-0010. Sozo Chiropractic. Relax, restore, and live well.
Welcome into our Cover Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Well, finally now, I should say, after the unfortunately, the audio file had gone missing and gone wrong the first time around, but I'm actually now happy to have head coach Casey Parks in on the pregame show. Coach Parks, thanks for taking the time again, and welcome back.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was probably one of the more unfortunate things to happen. Was I was trying to recover that file, and then the audio did not sound right at all, no matter what I did to it on Adobe. But well, now that we've got that fixed, and I've got 3 weeks of coaches interviews underway here, so I'm happy to have you. And I'll kind of start this off with your initial thoughts from yesterday, I should say. You had the duel at Bonner Springs, but also kind of talk about you had to the tournament at Topeka Seaman, if I'm not mistaken. Talk to me about what you saw there.
Seaman was interesting. We played Lansing right off the bat. Didn't see great results, didn't see any progress, so I actually changed up our whole lineup. So that's been telling. We were missing our regular libero, Ainsley Ayton. So we had Shelby Winkle back there. She held her own, did great for us. We actually pulled up freshman Lane McCarvile. I know I said that wrong. Wasn't anticipating getting her a lot of playing time, but she actually did great for us in the back row. But she's the setter on JV, so we were very surprised that she played as well defense for us that she did. But with this new lineup, we seem a lot stronger all the way around. I'm a big believer in we're only as strong as our weakest player. So this lineup definitely helps that growth.
And then kind of that Bonner Springs game as well yesterday. What was that like for you? What did you see there with this new lineup?
At first, we kind of went back to our old ways. We were getting a little tired. We thought we had it in the bag. We were super overly confident. And then the pieces started going together. We were executing on first ball, limiting our errors, and lots of communication. So it was good.
Perfect. I mean, you know, with you being in the club landscape as well, you kind of understand that, you know, the girls will play several different positions in club. They'll have their favorites, of course, but they certainly will, you know, play many positions. And talk to me about what's important about, you know, being multifaceted in this game.
I think the big thing is it's not one person. Like, it's not tennis, it's not swimming. Like, you have to do what's best for your team at the end of the day. So whether you like to hit on the right side or you like to pass out of middle back, if we need you in a different spot, we're doing that because it's for the good of the team.
And you mentioned to me when we had our first broadcast on Eudora that the back row is still really strong. And do you still attest to that, or what's been the biggest strength of this team now?
I would die on that hill. We are so back row strong. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting our front row in the same playing field and executing, which we saw last night.
And you know, you talked to me about this is still a really young team, and you know, I'm sure you'll die on this hill as well as seeing the progress you're making. But I mean, now that you're bringing a lot of freshmen up now, especially, do you think this is important for the growth of the team just to get some of the younger girls in and involved in the rotation?
Yes, absolutely. Lane, for example, I told her, I said, you might not get in at all, but we want you there just in case. So letting them see that competition now, especially against teams that will play in league next year, is super huge for developing them and growing the program.
And I want to talk about this matchup that we have tomorrow, actually, recording this day prior. Louisburg, which they had a big statement win against Paola 3-1, which it was a big second setback. They had to battle in that first set 26-24, but then after that second set, they kind of fell on their own. I mean, this is a really good Louisburg squad you'll be facing, and you talked about it. The Frontier League this year has definitely not been a joke at all. There's a lot of great teams in this league.
I would agree. Yes, the Frontier League is definitely improved from what my prior knowledge was.
But I mean, this Wildcat squad, you look at it, they have a lot of great leadership. They have a bit of youth talent as well. I mean, what have you seen on the tape so far from Louisburg?
They're tall, they're big, very scrappy. They're going to hustle to get anything up or at least touched. So we just have to outwork, outsmart, and execute in one, not try to win the marathon.
I was going to kind of further, you know, ask what's going to be a big key for this squad tomorrow.
Exactly what I just said.
Unless you just named it, yeah. Is there any specific, you know, rotations that you're going to be watching closely tomorrow as well, out of sight of, you know, the new lineup that you set in last week?
Not really. We have Ainsley Ayton back. So her and Shelby do a really good job in the back row. We're sticking libero with Shelby Winkle, so I'm excited to see her continue to grow in that position and see Ainsley maybe cover a little bit more ground in middle back, covering those deep corners.
Absolutely. And when I go back to that Eudora game we covered, whichever team got the first point essentially was going to win that set. So I want to go into this question of how important will momentum be in this matchup tomorrow?
Momentum is huge. Energy is huge. It does not matter if we are statistically better than a team. Bonner, for example, we had zero energy. We went out like a bad flat pop. So the score was 25-18. Well, we got some energy, we picked up momentum, and then we won 25-9, 25-13. So that can make or break a team, no matter how good you are.
And looking at start to finish of the season, what's been the biggest area of growth that you've seen with this team?
They're a lot more comfortable with each other, and they're starting to trust themselves more to make the crazy play or to put the ball in but still be aggressive. So I think mentally, emotionally, strategically, that's where our biggest growth has been.
And kind of looking at it's surprising that we're closing in on, we're almost done with fall sports already. It's already October. I look at my calendar and I'm like, man, it's October. But what's going to be kind of the message throughout the rest of this season for your girls? What's going to be that main message you're going to tell them?
I keep telling them, like, we're making the strides in the right direction, but we're not done yet. Like, we still have a lot to prove to ourselves, just that we can finish on a positive note and prep ourselves for postseason, potentially sub-state, but definitely big picture is conference next season.
And you kind of mentioned to me about senior night being an important game. You know, you're facing an old coach in Kyle South as well that you've played with, you've coached with as well. I mean, and this will be, you know, one of your, I'd say third senior nights or no. You're one of your third senior nights that you've been as a coach. But I mean, is it always emotional senior night for you as a coach, just seeing, you know, those in the program that have worked essentially so hard and gave it their all? Just, you know, it's unfortunately kind of their last days playing with this team.
Very sad. I am a cup half full gal though, so I try to be like, oh my gosh, no, this is amazing. This is the night to celebrate you and celebrate your accomplishments and your growth, not make it sad.
Of course. I wish that was me and my senior night.
Yep.
I wish that was me, but you've got a very great schedule the rest of the way, which that'll wrap up with the tournament in Emporia on the 18th, but you've still got a lot more home contests. So what's going to be the message to the fans tuning in today for the rest of the season to kind of support, because you also do have a tournament at home the 4th as well.
We would love to see our community, students fill up the stands. I love and hate this. The girls' energy feeds off of their environment, which is good and bad. But so having those stands full, cheering loud would definitely help them.
Coach Parks, thanks for your time. Best of luck to you tomorrow and the rest of the way.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Bronco Volleyball here on Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics. Strode Orthodontics specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff of Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience. Locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Hi, everyone. Alongside my partner, Josh Gillard, who's filling in on the camera for Caden Carbajo. I'm Brendan Bolin. And the Lady Broncos and the Lady Wildcats will look to gear off in a Frontier League matchup. The Wildcats come into this one 15-6, 4-1 in the Frontier League. They currently sit second behind Eudora, who currently sits 5-0. The Broncos 6-13 on the season. They currently sit 6th in the Frontier League with a 1-2 record. As it's a battle of the first-year head coaches, Casey Parks in her first year, and also Rich Brown, who took over for the Wildcats this year, hired around the same time. Coach Rich Brown was hired back in December. He took over for Leanna Willer, who resigned, as she now took over the program at Olathe East High School, and certainly a lot of excitement for Coach Brown to step in. And you know, he quoted to Louisburg Sports Zone, he was pretty much excited and nervous, and he's fortunate that he's been in the program for 15 years. This is a coach, I just said, yeah, basically been in this program for 15 years. So he knows this program, he knows the expectations. He had a lot of great help under Jessica Compliment also, and of course Coach Willer as well. Now he gets to take over the program, and Coach Parks, who also was a 2-year assistant at Baser Linwood before taking over a program. So both teams coming off really phenomenal seasons last year. The Wildcats coming off a sub-state runner-up. They lost to Rock Creek 2-0 in the sub-state championship. The Mustangs would go on to the state tournament, and the Broncos also got to see some playoff success as well. Didn't have as much playoff success as the Wildcats, but they still had a really nice year last year in the 5A tournament. As the Broncos, of course, won their 7th straight Frontier League title in that span as well. JV match currently going on 14-8 in favor of the Wildcat squad. 26-24 was that second set. You can hear the energy in this gym. The Wildcat fans don't have to travel too far, about 25 minutes. As it'll wrap it up, and the Wildcats JV will take it 15-8. We'll step aside for just a brief moment. We'll give you more of this matchup and our Elliott Insurance Group pregame area matchups. Look at some duels and tries and all sorts from around the area. You're watching Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
I've been doing real estate for 8 years now, and we've run across clients where they're interested in land, but then what do we do with it? Well, what do you want to do with it?
There's a lot of pressure on individuals now to make those decisions quickly. And I think with our experience, with our backgrounds, we know how to work with the cities and how to work with the contractors to make it a smoother process for the buyer.
So if you're looking for real estate
or land planning services,
contact us today at epre.biz.
Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name is Dr. Claire Strode. I'm the owner and orthodontist here at Strode Orthodontics. You may run into me out at the soccer fields or out on the baseball diamonds. The things that I love most about orthodontics are when patients tell me how much they enjoy their smile and how much more confidence they have after having their treatment. We love serving the families and people here in South Johnson County and also surrounding areas. And I look forward to serving you and your family.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Here on Spring Hill Sports Live, Brendan Bolin, Josh Gilliard back here with you as the Broncos and the Wildcats will toe off at a Frontier League matchup. The 6th for the Wildcats, the 3rd for the Broncos, and this will take us right into our Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. The Wildcats coming off a 3-1 victory over the Paola Panthers on Tuesday. Paola, who started off hot with an undefeated winning streak headed into almost the month of October, but unfortunately they've lost 5 matches now to start off the year. Panthers were handed their first loss on the 25th of September. They were swept by the Chinook Blue Comets in a duel, and then they went to a tournament. They went to the West Franklin Invitational. They won their first match against Osawatomie, and they won against Anderson County, but they fell to the hands of Perry Lecompton, Maranatha, and Osage City. And then, of course, falling to Louisburg just recently. It was, again, that 3-1 victory. Wildcats were winners of the first set. Then the second set, they dropped to the Panthers. Then the Wildcats end up winning the last 2. So for Louisburg, they're trying to look for back-to-back Frontier League wins to keep themselves in the race for the Frontier League title. And for the Broncos, they got a bounce-back win against Bonner Springs. They swept the Braves 3-0, 25-18 the score of that first set. And then you go back to the next, or 25-14 that first set, then it was wrong look, my bad. 25, yeah, the Broncos had 2 great sets, 25-9, 25-13 Sets 2 and 3, 25-18 was the score of that first set. The Broncos hit 235 as a team, and that one had 14 aces with 38 kills and 37 assists with 39 digs. They had about five aces per set, so it was a really nice night against Bonner Springs, who they were trying to get back on their winning ways, but the Broncos just needed it more. They went 0-4 in the Topeka Seaman tournament. It was a really tough tournament they had to play in. They started off that tournament back on the 27th. They took on Lansing. They went on to lose to Bishop Miege and Hayden 2-0 as well before they lost to Bishop Carroll 2-1. That was their only set win in that tournament. But again, when you look at the resume of the three teams they got swept by, it's phenomenal how those teams that have probably some of the best textbook they've been playing the best textbook volleyball they have to that point. And when you look at the Kansas Volleyball Association Week 4 rankings, Miege currently sits at number 4. They moved up 1 from last week. Topeka Hayden made it on the list. They've beat a few teams. They're number 3 in 4A. They currently sit 14 and 5. They dropped off from the number 1 spot. That was given to Clay Center and Andale, who move up to 1 and 2 respectively. But the only 2 Frontier League teams to make the rankings list was Paola, who dropped from number 4 to number 8, and Eudora. They were not ranked initially in the last poll, but here they come charging in at number 9. Wellington rounds out the rankings at number 10. Chanutes 20-0 on the season. That was the first loss from the Panthers side, as this is a really good Blue Comets team down south that we'll have to keep our eye out on, as this takes us into our pregame area matchups presented by Elliott Insurance Group. Elliott has served area communities for decades. When you're out traveling to your big matchup, be sure to look for an Elliott Insurance location near you. Learn more at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. And we'll start off this bit with the Chieftains and the Cardinals taking on each other at a very big Frontier League bout. Cardinals again undefeated in Frontier League play, looking for their title to finally dethrone the Broncos of 7 consecutive straight titles in the Frontier League. But Tonganoxie not that far behind. They currently sit in the top 3, so we'll have to see how that one plays out. Paola took on Burlington today. We have not received the score of that one. Go to the side of Baser Linwood. They sit 9-11-2 on the campaign. They take on Tonganoxie on Saturday in a tournament. They just got out of a triangular with Wamego and Silver Lake. As you see, both varsity sides warming up. Take a trip to Bonner Springs. They have a date with the Panthers on October 7th. They lost their last match to the Leavenworth Pioneers. They lost 2-3. And speaking of Leavenworth, they currently are in a triangular with Life Prep and Topeka High. So that one currently active and live. No scores have been reported on that one. To the side of the Baldwin Bulldogs, it's been quite a year for them. They currently sit 5-12-2, 1-4-2 in Frontier League play. They currently are taking on West Franklin, who sits 6-13 on the season. They're in West Franklin. Take a trip to the UKC, Lansing High School, 19-5-2, a great four-win, no-loss, 2-tie campaign for the Lions. They've got a date with the Olathe East Hawks on Saturday in a tournament. More teams to find out, as we're just 3.5 minutes away from getting this thing going here. We'll step aside for just a brief moment when we come back. Starting lineups and opening tip-off when we come back on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Final wrap-up of warm-ups underway here in gymnasium at Spring Hill High School. 25 seconds and counting before we tip this one off. And again, the Lady Broncos, Lady Wildcats Frontier League matchup. Can't miss it, folks. For the Broncos, just looking to go 2 straight, and for the Wildcats, make it 2 straight against Frontier League opponents and keep themselves within distance of catching Eudora, who certainly that'll be an matchup to watch tonight. Again, the Wildcats coming off a sub-state runner-up last appearance last year. Lost, of course, the Rock Creek Mustangs. They beat Independence to make it to that sub-state championship match, but just fell short 2-0 against the Mustangs of Rock Creek. But they returned. They lost 5 seniors, including Aspen Coulter and Allie Brown, who are both Frontier League mentions. As we'll step aside as we'll look at starting lineups. We'll step aside once more for the national anthem.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
My experience at Strode Orthodontics was amazing. Like most people who had their first round of braces, I forgot to wear my retainer and so therefore had crooked teeth. I got engaged this year. I wanted straight teeth for my wedding, and so Dr. Strode was able to give me Invisalign, and now I have the straight smile that I've always wanted. We're gonna get such a welcoming experience here. The day of my wedding, I'm not going to be scared to take pictures. Now I can finally be confident with my smile on that big day.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2015. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
So there you have it, the Broncos starters. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for the Wildcats. Delaney Nelson, Riley Telkin, Breck Nielsen, Adeline Moore, Kenalosi, Kaylee Kilgore, Reagan Williams, the libero on the side of the Wildcats. For the Broncos, Farrah Shea, Abby Sittler, Langley Krings, Macy Metcalf, Alina Douglas, Avery Gallagher, Shelby Winkle, the libero, the senior on the side of the Broncos. Donning the purple uniforms, libero, and white with the purple trim and yellow number. Broncos with the white numbers for the Wildcats. White uniforms with purple numbers. As around the horn we go. And there we have it. Broncos get fired up. Last meetings here before we get things going here in set number 1. An opening tip-off presented by Dan the Tailor Man. With high-quality suits and tuxedos, you'll look your absolute best for any occasion with the perfect fit guaranteed. For about the cost of a rental, you'll get suit, tie, pocket square, and lifetime alterations. Wedding, prom, or that black tie affair, call Dan the Tailor Man for a free consultation at 913-541-1192. First off will be Breck Nielsen for the Wildcats. For the Broncos, Barachet. Broncos will serve first. This is Alina Douglas. And here we go. It's set number 1. Dug up in the back row by Delaney Nelson. And set to the middle, but out of bounds. That was Losi getting that final hit. Losi, one of the 3 returners, the big returner, I should say, for this Wildcats squad, was Frontier League second team last season. Committed to Johnson Kennedy Community College to be with Coach E and Coach Case. Cavaliers last year national runner-ups to Cali College. Service there on the side of the Broncos. We're even up at 1 apiece. And a big kill right there on the side of Spring Hill. Make it a 2-1 score to start things off. Broncos will substitute one in. Ainsley Ayton will serve. And to the bench goes Sittler and Krings. Here's Ayton's serve, dug up in the back row by Nielsen. Big dig in the back row from the libero Winkle. Go to the outside through the block. Broncos will have to respond here. Pfeiffer on the kill. Point on the side of the Broncos. Ainsley Ayton once more back to serve. 3-1, Broncos lead it. Dug up in the back by the libero on the side of Williams. Piper trying to go far side and hits it out of bounds. Wildcats respond with a point back. Quick change, Williams out. And back in is Breck Nielsen. Kennelosi to serve. Through 57 sets long, 24 service aces. High set, free ball. And the big kill right there for Breck Nielsen. All knotted up at 3 apiece. Kennelosi back to serve once more. And a miss-hit service ace for Losi, make it number 25 on the season for Kennelosi, and the Wildcats will take the lead for the first time this set. Winkle the big dig. Go play outside, dug up in the back by Ainsley Ayton. Wildcats will respond here. And they'll play the deep corner. That was Delaney Nelson to get the point for the Wildcats. 5-3 the score. Big run of 3 here for the Wildcats, who started off down 3-2, now find themselves up 5-3. They'll set the middle. Big dig there from Nelson, and that hit just ways out of bounds as Ayton just watches it go to the back line. The Broncos will end that 3-0 route, the 3-point rally by the Wildcats. Winkle off, Farachet, the freshman, back in.
Two Wildcats vie for it. They'll play out right side, and the kill for Riley Telkin, the senior. The Wildcats respond with a point right back. It'll be Telkin to serve. Just only 5 service aces and serving percentage of 95% on the season. Piper free ball. Big dig from Winkle. Piper has to roll for it and sent over by Alina Douglas. They'll play right side through the block. Broncos will have a chance here. To the right side. Beautiful dig there from Telkin. Big block on the side of the Broncos. Farrah Shea. And Spring Hill will respond with one back. 6-5 here in this first set. Stella Bonensteel will check in for the first time for the Wildcats. Metcalf to serve. Outside through the block, getting the kill. Delaney Nelson. Wildcats creep away another point. Make it 7-5 here in this first set. It'll be Delaney Nelson to serve on the side of the Wildcats. Just sneaks it over the net. Service ace. Wildcats have only led by as large as 3 here in this first set. It's back to serve once more, Delaney Nelson. 16 aces on the season. That time it's a service error. And the Broncos earned themselves a point back. 8-6 our score. Langley Krings, the freshman, to serve for Spring Hill. Williams Libero sent over for the Wildcats. Far side denied at the net. Set to the outside. Free ball sent over from Bonensteel. Bonensteel in turn will get the kill. They'll play outside. Big kill for Kaylee Kilgore, the senior. And it's back to a 3-point lead here in this first set, 9-6. Breck Nielsen, the junior, to serve. Big dig from Winkle. Play right side to the far corner as Addie Lightcap, the senior, earns the point. Shelby Winkle to serve. Switched into that libero role, and Coach Park said she's played it exceptionally well so far, so they'll keep it as is. Lightcap, big dig, another free ball sent over. Bonensteel, quick set, can't fire. For the Wildcats, they'll go far side. Beautiful dig at the back row from Delaney Nelson, and here comes this rally. Right side play for Lightcap, dug up by Nelson. And sneaking it through the block is Kenalosi. And the rally will turn in favor of the Wildcats. 10-7 our score. Adeline Moore, Frontier League second team honors last year. Returns for her junior campaign. Play right side for Lightcap. And they'll say it's out of bounds. Point for the Wildcats. 7-11 our score. Winkle the dig. They'll play back for Lightcap, denied. Another block. Finally, the Broncos will clear it over. It'll be kept up by Telkin. Taking the back row. Mosi with the hit. She'll dig this one up once more on the back. Talcott sends it over, dug up by Winkle, the libero on the side, and it was misplayed by the Broncos as Abby Sittler was trying to dive and make the play there, but just couldn't get to it in time. And Spring Hill will call a timeout. We'll step aside here in this first set. Wildcats lead at 7-12.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in
13-7 here, or 7-12, excuse me, in this first frame on Spring Hill Sports Live. Brendan Boland, Josh Giller behind the camera. Adeline Moore back to serve as the Wildcats and Broncos get back and going here in this first frame. Beautiful. Nice attempt in the back row from Losey and Nelson, but the Broncos will earn the point. And they'll make a quick change. Alina Douglas in. Out goes Addie Lightcap. Be Douglas to serve. And that one just a bit too strong off the hand of Douglas. Wildcats earn the point right back in their favor. Largest lead of the frame for the Wildcats at 5. Sent over by Kaylee Kilgore. Sittler just sneaks it over through the block. Wildcats, they'll play outside. As Nelson got it through the block and just snuck over the net. Wildcats will respond here. Denied at the front by Metcalf and Gallagher. And off the side of the Broncos. Wildcats earned themselves the point. 14-8 the score. Coach Parks using her first time out of the first frame. Trying to get some momentum back on her side, and she talked to me about it as ball out of bounds earns the Broncos the 9th point of the frame, and she said as long as we get early momentum going here in this first, to start off a set, it makes a huge difference on how we play, and we feed off this energy. Losey, right side hit. Broncos will play off their right side, but denied at the front of the net. Losey and Nelson, the two in front to make the block. Ainsley Aiden in. Out goes Abby Sittler. Losey to serve. Dug up by Aiden in the back row. Piper has to send it over, and that one just off the hands of Kaylee Kilgore and sent backward. Broncos will creep within 3. Be Avery Gallagher to serve. 14-10 our score. Gallagher, a phenomenal campaign last year. Big kill in the middle from Brecca Nielsen. Broncos couldn't do much with that one. Wildcats clawed it back to a 5-point lead here in this first set. Broncos will make a quick change. Gallagher off. Stella Bonin Steele, the senior, 1 of 6 on this Wildcats roster. Broncos host 5. Their senior night coming up against Tonganoxie. Piper, the big kill, as Reagan Williams sends that one into the stands. Addie Lightcap checks in. Off goes Lena Douglas, and Macy Metcalf will look to serve. 15 aces. And that one just misplayed. It's a service ace for Macy Metcalf. Make it number 16. Broncos back within 3. Denied at the net. Big point right there. Farrah Shea and Addie Lightcap combined for the tandem block. Broncos are going to try and rally their way back to first frame. Free ball sent over. Bonnet steal right back. Piper keeps it in to the back row. Broncos within 1. And all the momentum just shifting back towards the side of the Broncos. Just one away from tying it back up to whenever it was 3-3. Wildcats just barely sent it over. Great effort in the back from Williams. Bonnet steal the dig on the side. Outside play denied. Is it in? Yes, it is. Tied up at 15 all. And there's that block that just ricocheted and it went to that back corner. Addie Lightcap was on the block. Several big blocks. And we're all knotted up at 15. They'll play this in the middle, and beautiful effort to try and recollect it was Ainsley Ayton. Both the Wildcats finally earned themselves a point. They take the 16-15 lead. Delaney Nelson, the senior, back to serve. 6 seniors, 4 juniors on the active varsity roster. Beautiful dig from Piper. Quick set middle, just misplayed by Farrah Shea. I was trying to sneak it in middle. Soft touch there. Just at the net. Wildcats find themselves up 2. Free ball. Big kill there by Breck Nielsen. Now the Wildcats are rallying themselves. 3 points. Wildcats have had some big leads off 3-point rallies. Winkle the dig. Left it alone. Ayton has to, or Farrah Shea has to send it over quickly. Set in the middle. Beautiful dig from Winkle in the back row. A look for Lightcap, just a soft touch there. Louisburg's got the lead up to 4 in this first set, 19-15. Again, it's Nelson serving. Ayton the dig in the back. Piper, big kill. I'll check in too. Laylee Krings and Abby Sittler to check in. It'll be Krings, the freshman, to serve. Krings, 11 aces. Play that for Kilgore. Bronco side, Sittler. Just hard off the hand. The Wildcats make it to the mark of 20. Be Breck Nielsen, the junior, on the serving side for the Wildcats. Play right side for Lightcap. Outside hit, and that one direct kill shot at Coach Parks. It falls out of bounds. Broncos back to within 3. Shelby Winkle to serve. Set the middle, beautifully dug up by Spring Hill. Broncos a dig of their own, and Nelson. Play this to Kilgore, just too hot off the head, and the Broncos within 3, 18-21 our score. Winkle again to serve. Free ball sent over, and the kill from Avery Gallagher. Broncos finding themselves within 2. And if Winkle can work her magic here, we'll be knotted up at 21 apiece. Plays for Kilgore, denied. It's Lightcap and Gallagher to combine for the block. The Broncos find themselves just down 1. We'll set middle and just sneaking it past the block. Kennelosi. 22-20. Adeline Moore will have her chance to try and put away the Broncos. Dug up in the back by Krings. And a big kill shot there as that dig from Nelson is sent to the Broncos bench. Back to a 1-point set. Lena Douglas will try and serve. One point could certainly tie things up here and make this set a whole lot interesting. Sent over by Telkin, and it's out of bounds. Broncos tied up at 22. All. Douglas serves. Will play right side, too hard off the hand of Carly Kilgore, and Spring Hill has their first lead since early in the first set, whenever it was 5-3. Sorry, it's 3-0. Tied it up just once, and now they find themselves up 23-22. This one off the net, still in play. Referee calls it out of bounds, and the Broncos find themselves at set points. This point can put it away. We move on to the second frame. If not, win by 2. They're out. Free ball sent over. Broncos will play to the right side, and it's a big kill for Macy Metcalf, and the Broncos take the first frame 25-22. We'll step aside for just a moment. Broncos take the first frame. We'll look to see how this second one shapes up when we come back.
Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing.
I've been doing real estate for 8 years now, and we've run across clients where they're interested in land, but then what do we do with it? Well, what do you want to do with it?
There's a lot of pressure on individuals now to make those decisions quickly. And I think with our experience, with our backgrounds, we know how to work with the cities and how to work with the contractors to make it a smoother process for the buyer.
So if you're looking for real estate
or land planning services,
contact us today at epre.biz.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
My name is Dr. Claire Strode. I'm the owner and orthodontist here at Strode Orthodontics. You may run into me out at the soccer fields or out on the baseball diamonds. The things that I love most about orthodontics are when patients tell me how much they enjoy their smile and how much more confidence they have after having their treatment. We love serving the families and people here in South Johnson County and also surrounding areas. And I look forward to serving you and your family.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Set number 2 about to begin. Broncos lead it 1-0. They won the first frame 25-22. Wildcats led as large as 6 in that first set, but the Broncos never backed down. They were able to tie it up at 18 before tying it back up at 21 all before taking the set 25-22. Wildcats will start off in serving set number 2. It's Adeline Moore, the junior. Winkle the libero on the dig. And denied at the block. Kaylee Kilgore and Kennelosi combine for it. Wildcats start off set number 2, 1-0 lead. Gallagher. Soft hand, Metcalf. Wildcats can't quite dig it up. And Macy Metcalf puts the Broncos back 1 even. Kalia Pfeiffer and Abby Sittler, who will serve for Spring Hill. Quick run. Beautiful dig. In the back row from Spring Hill. Winkle the dig. And the Broncos can't corral it. Small rally to happen there, but goes in the Wildcats' favor as Winkle had that first initial dig. He just Broncos couldn't find it there. Piper denied at the front. They'll try again and denied once more. This time it was Nelson and Losi to combine for the block. A 3-1 start for the Wildcats in set 2. A play Nelson dug up by Ainsley Ayton. Gallagher this time. One on the dig for Moore. Winkle sets it up. They'll play Piper on the outside. Wildcats set back row. Soft touch, all that was needed there for Avery Gallagher. Broncos just trail by 1 now. Shelby Winkle back to serve. Broncos will make a change. Farrah checks in. They'll play middle, denied. Big block in the front there. Farrah and Macy Metcalf with a block to tie it up at 3. Back to serve once more, Shelby Winkle. Libero to libero. Power ball from the back and sent out of bounds. Broncos have their first lead of the second set, and Kaylee Kilgore, the big kill, and calling an ace for Shelby Winkle. Two-point rally so far for the Broncos to start off this second set. Free ball sent back over by the Wildcats. And the initial dig from Reagan Williams finds the Wildcats back to serve, just trailing by one. And Kennelosi, the senior, back to serve. 5-4 here in this second set. And that one just sneaks inbound, making an ace for Losi. And Louisburg ties it up at 5 apiece. Five all to start off set number 2, and that time just misplaced out of bounds. Broncos earn the point. 6-5 the score. Addie Lightcap checks in for Lena Douglas, and Macy Metcalf will be in to serve. Metcalf plays it back row. Give an ace for Metcalf. Broncos find themselves up 2. Metcalf notched a service ace in the last set. 17 on the season, and that one from Telkin just sneaks through the block on the outside of the Broncos. Wildcats will not let the Broncos have just a 2-point or more advantage in this second frame. Trying to even it up at 1 apiece. Big set, Lightcap. Just too hard off the hand, out of bounds. Wildcats tie it up at 7. Riley Tilkin serves this one back row. Ayton sends it way back, and it'll be Ayton once more to send it back over on the side of the Wildcats. Big kill shot from Breck Nielsen. Wildcats take the lead right back, 8-7. Three-point rally for Coach Brown's squad, 8-7 again. Wildcats in front. Piper sneaks it through the block. Snuck it right through Nelson and Nielsen. And we're all knotted up at 8. Abby Sittler and Langley Krings. Krings will go to serve. Stella Bonnet and Steele, the senior, will check in. Riley Telkin out. Krings, give her an ace. Third different Bronco in this second frame to have a service ace. And the Broncos jump back in front, 9-8. Other team used a timeout. Wildcats have not used a timeout in any of these 2 sets. Broncos just used 1. Big kill in the middle by Breck Nielsen, and we so far have a teeter-totter of a set, 9-all here in this second set. Joust at the net. Broncos will win it. Wildcats send it over quickly. Lightcap trying to play opposite side and denied by the Wildcats. They have the lead 10-9 now. Great effort by the Broncos. Sittler sends it over. Will set to the middle. Big dig by Lightcap. Sittler will play opposite side, dug up in the back row. Big block in the middle by Ferris Shea. We're back even at 10. Ferris Shea will go to serve here. Wildcats will go to the middle, but it's out of bounds. Point for Spring Hill. Went back to Breck Nielsen. Been such a factor in that middle part of the Wildcats attack. Shea sends it at the net. Wildcats back even at 11. $11 apiece. Breck Nielsen serves. Winkle the dig in the back row. Quickly set up for Gallagher. Joust at the net. Broncos send it backwards. They'll play it. Sittler. Kilgore. It's off the Wildcats. Broncos earn the point there. Alina Douglas checks in and she'll serve. Lightcap out. And for the side of the Wildcats, Breck Nielsen out, Reagan Williams in. The libero. It's Alina Douglas to serve once again. Second hit and corralled backwards by Langley Krings. And again, it's nobody set quite yet. Now knotted up at 12 apiece. So junior Adeline Moore will serve here. And just played awkwardly off the hand of Metcalf. Metcalf wanted to try and go opposite side. Just came awkwardly off the hand. Wildcats will have the lead 13-12 in this set. Winkle goes down for the dig. Gallagher goes for the kill shot, but dug up in the back row by Delaney Nelson. Broncos will go to work here. They'll play middle for Gallagher. Just sneaks it into the deep corner. Knotted up at 13 apiece. Ainsley Aiden, she'll go to serve. Kalia Smith checks in. Sent short, beautiful effort from Winkle. But nobody there for the second read. Is Louisburg back in front, 14-13. Kilgore just too hard on the serve. Knotted up at 14 each. Shelby Winkle, the libero, back to serve. Free ball, Broncos will look to play it on three. Smith dug up in the back by Kilgore. Oh, play Losi denied by Farrah Shea. (15-14) lead for Spring Hill in this second set. Swinkle will go back to serve. Winkle the dig. Smith goes opposite side, dug up by the libero, Reagan Williams. Just snuck through the block, and Shea and Metcalf couldn't quite find a way to keep it up in the air. Kennelosi back to serve. We're knotted up at 15 apiece here. Give Losi an ace, the first one for Louisburg in set number 2. Still been a really close set. 16-15 our score. Nobody used a timeout so far. Just that one just sneaks over the net. Smith will try and set it to the right side. Wildcats send it right back over. They'll go Smith, denied at the front row. So the back row sits over Ayton. And Ayton can't corral that one. Big kill there from Delaney Nelson. Wildcats take a 2-point lead in the second frame. Mostly the three-sport athlete. See her on the volleyball court. That's where she'll take her talents to Johnson County Community College. Basketball player, see her in the winter, and then in the spring, throw shot and discus. Smith denied. Telkin and Nielsen. Louisburg takes a 3-point lead, and the Broncos won't call time, as we'll take a timeout with them. Wildcats 3-point lead in the second frame.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5360.
Second set, Wildcats 18, Broncos 15. Canalosi to serve. Douglas Smith sneaks it through. Last touched off the Wildcats. And the Broncos out of the timeout will earn themselves a point. Addie Lightcap checks in. Lita Douglas off. Macy Metcalf in to serve. Up in the back row by Delaney Nelson, who's the one to send it over and earn the point for Louisburg here. And they're inching closer to 20. They were the ones to get to the 20-point mark first back in that first set, but not before Spring Hill was able to respond. So Louisburg looks to get to that 20-point mark and put it away. Bonensteel fresh in, will serve. Smith, deep corner on the outside. Broncos earn themselves point number 17. Abby Sittler and Langley Krings, the two to check in. Langley Krings will go to serve. Reagan Williams, high lofting ball. They'll play this outside, and the big kill for Delaney Nelson. Wildcats 20, Broncos 17. Serve 17 for Delaney Nelson. Play it short. Beautifully read by Winkle. Free ball sent over. Shea can't get the Wildcats to bite. Broncos play it off the rally. Lightcap dug up in the back row by Nelson. Kilgore earns the point for Louisburg. They're up 4. And the Broncos will use their final timeout of the second set. 21-17 our score.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, 21-17. Broncos use their final timeout. Wildcats have not used a timeout still here in this match. Nelson to serve and hits it right at the net. Broncos again earning a point out of the timeout. Still have some work to do, just down 3 here in this second frame. Farachet serve. Kilgore, big dig from Metcalf. They'll play this for Sittler. Quick set to the middle, sneaks it into the campfire. And the Wildcats put out the flame and take it by 4. Breck Nielsen to serve. Free ball sent over by Bonensteel. Sittler denied at the net. 4 hits on the Broncos. Wildcats inch closer to winning this second set. It's Langley, Breck Nielsen. Again back to serve. Quick play to Sittler. Wildcats stick it up here. Little set back row. Krings on that dig. Lightcap plays short side of the floor. And Lightcap puts it away. Broncos earn the point. And it's going to have to be the run of the century for Spring Hill. But if they feed off of energy, you saw it on Bonner on Tuesday. If they get enough energy, they could put away sets like nothing. Play Kilgore, dug up by Douglas. They'll play outside for Sittler, but just too hard off the hand. Set point for the Louisburg Wildcats. 24 serve, 19. As they're going to turn to Adeline Moore, the junior, to try and put away the Broncos. Wildcat faithful on the far side of the section. Watch and clap on. Free ball sent over, and Kaylee Kilgore puts the Broncos away, 25-19, to finish off set number 2. We'll step aside for just a few moments. Set number 3 coming up after this.
My experience at Strode Orthodontics was amazing. Like most people who had their first round of braces, I forgot to wear my retainer and so therefore had crooked teeth. I got engaged this year. I wanted straight teeth for my wedding, and so Dr. Strode was able to give me Invisalign, and now I have the straight smile that I've always wanted. We're gonna get such a welcoming experience here. The day of my wedding, I'm not going to be scared to take pictures. Now I can finally be confident with my smile on that big day.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Both my older sons have come through Strode Orthodontics. It's reasonable, it's been easy to make appointments and to follow through. Adam has finished the process and they've been fabulous for following up and making sure his retainers fit correctly. My younger son, Lucas, just started at 13. I would highly recommend Strode for anyone considering it. Starting the braces process, they'll tell you what's going on and make it easy, not scary, well-informed. It's nothing you can't handle.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Set number 3 here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Wildcats took the second frame, 25-19. We're back underway. Alina Douglas on the serve for Spring Hill, and the Broncos won't get the point to start off here. It'll be the Wildcats and Kaylee Kilgore to earn the first point. Kilgore earns the point. She's back to serve for Louisburg. Douglas plays this soft touch from Krings. Wildcats find a way to send it over. Metcalf denied at the front. Riley Telkin and Kennelosi combined for the block. It is 2-0 Wildcats to start off. And that time, the Broncos learned themselves a point. The Wildcat fans in attendance didn't like that one necessarily, but no contact made with the ball in the back row. So a quick two-point run for the Wildcats to start things off. Broncos respond back. Ainsley Ayton to serve. Kilgore on the dig. They'll play Losi in the front, and they'll call a net violation on the Wildcats. Believe Losi the one was in the net. So we're all knotted up at 2. So service error and net violation early. Find the Broncos back to a 2-point run of their own. From the pipe was Kilgore. Now they'll get Smith. Free ball goes out of bounds, and the Broncos find themselves on a run of 3. They'll play opposite side. And the Broncos can't corral it. Awkward first hit. And the Wildcats will end the 3-point run of the Broncos. We're knotted up at 3 to start off set number 3. And it's Kennelosi to serve. Winkle, Douglas, Metcalf denied. It's out of bounds. Broncos point. So went through the block of Adeline Moore, and Breck Nielsen was Metcalf. And the Broncos up 4-3. This is returner Avery Gallagher on that serve. Nielsen. Big kill for the Wildcats, tied up at 4. Ellie Vos, the sophomore, checks in for Louisburg. Set middle. And that was Delaney Nelson trying to play the right side. And it just falls out of bounds. Broncos take the lead right back, 5-4. Addie Lightcap in. Metcalf on the serve. Quick set middle for Nielsen, dug up by Metcalf in the back row. They'll play Knight Lightcap. Wildcats miraculously send it over. Smith goes opposite side, dug up by Williams. Quick set middle, Winkle the beautiful dig. Smith trying to go again to that opposite side. And Williams once more digs it. That one just too hard off the hand of Delaney Nelson, out of bounds. Broncos win the rally and find themselves up 2. (6-4) our score in the early frame of set 3. Lightcap again to that outside. Williams again in the dig. It'll be Williams to send it over. Just got it to the deep corner. Ainsley Ayton trying to race over for it. Just couldn't quite get there. Love the effort there. Delaney Nelson will go to serve. Smith got it to that back row, just beating Ellie Vos. Broncos will sub in 2, Langley Krings and Abby Sittler, the 2 to check in. Sittler will go ahead and serve here. Kaylee Kilgore snuck it through the block. Wildcats find themselves just down 1 now. Libero Reagan Williams, junior to serve. Too much fire under that one right there from Krings, and the Wildcats all squared away at 7. 7 serve 7. And that one just barely crept out of bounds, and Coach Rich Brown can't believe it. That was the close call as it could have been. Louisburg will not get that one. 8-7. Big kill from Kilgore. And to the stands goes Lightcap, who tried to keep it alive on the side of the Broncos. All knotted up at 8. Riley Tilkin checks back in for the Wildcats. Adeline Moore to serve. Soft hit, kept alive by Losi. Kilgore dug up by Krings. They'll play Lightcap. Played it shallow through the crease, and a Wildcat was in the net. Broncos earned themselves a point. 9-8 the score in set 3. Alina Douglas on the serve. They'll play quick. Lucy is denied by Avery Gallagher. And the Broncos reach the mark of 10 first. 10 serve 8. Make it an ace for Alina Douglas. The Broncos take the largest lead by either team in this frame, 11-8. Elena Douglas notching her first ace of the third frame. This one playable. Kilgore sets it shallow right side and puts it away for the Wildcats here. 11-9, Kilgore to serve. Krings sneaks it through. It's the tandem of Nelson and Breck Nielsen. So Ainsley Eaton will be credited with that. Ainsley Eaton back to serve. Off is Krings and Sittler. Eaton and Smith in. Smith sneaks it through the block, and again, that was Telkin and Losi trying to combine there. But Smith not to be denied, trying to play to the Wildcats outside. 13-9. Big block in the front. Wildcats set it to the back. And they're trying to play in the Wild. Oh. Spring Hill just trying to play shallow for Gallagher. Next to 13-10. Third frame, Losi to serve. Service ace. Went right at Winkle, who has been a key factor in that back row all night. Couldn't quite corral it there. 13-11 on the side of the good. Winkle that time digs it. It's a free ball. Douglas had a read on it, but the initial kill shot for Breck Nielsen. And the Wildcats claw themselves back to within a point here in this third set. Heavy hitter. Metcalf sends it over, dug up by the Wildcats. Riley Telkin, the big point. We're all knotted up at 13. The Wildcats have been clawing at that lead for quite some time, but now finally trying to take over the driver's seat. Winkle played over and sent by Metcalf. They'll play quick set and snuck through by Breck Nielsen. And the Wildcats are in essentially what my partner Dennis Dredden would say the catbird seat, 14-13. Losi with an ace. Pulls an ace out of the deck, and the Wildcats have a 2-point lead. Timeout called by Spring Hill, 15-13. Back after 30 seconds.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Fine.
Bang out of the timeout, 15 serve 13. Wildcats started off behind, but since found their way back in front. Losi been serving beautifully so far, and that time it comes to an end. She hits this one out of bounds. The Broncos will look to respond with a point of their own to notch things up at 15 apiece. It's Avery Gallagher. They'll play this to Nelson, beautifully dug up by Gallagher. Douglas sets it up for Smith, and the Wildcats earn the point. Net violation on the side of the Broncos will be called for the net violation there. Excuse me. Ellie Vos back in for her second shift. Nickel the dig in the back. Shea can't get through the block. Smith can, however. And the Broncos respond back, just trailing by 1. Addie Lightcap checks in for Lena Douglas. Macy Metcalf back to serve on the side of Spring Hill. Another much needed point. Vos from the back row. 2 Broncos die for it. Lightcap punches it over. And a big kill from the back row from Adeline Moore. Wildcats lead it by 2. And Delaney Nelson again back to serve. Played in the middle, big kill for Farrah Shea, the freshman. Keeping the Wildcats right where they want them. Sittler and Krings check in. Sittler to serve. 16 serve 17. Another much needed point the Broncos have to put away here. Set up for Nelson, denied. Farrah Shea and Langley Krings deny the Wildcats. We're tied at 17 apiece here as Sittler goes for her second turn at the serve. Big dig in the back row from Vos. Hit out of bounds by Kilgore. The Broncos find themselves back in. Were once denied, and now they're back in. And Coach Rich Brown finally calls his first timeout of the match. And we'll take a timeout with him. 18-17. Broncos lead it.
Find whole body wellness with Sozo Chiropractic in downtown Spring Hill. Relax and recharge with medical grade infrared. Experience natural relief with dry needling and acupuncture. Or try stem wave therapy, a cutting edge option for pain relief and healing. Whether it's you, your kids, or your family, Sozo Chiropractic is here to help you feel your best. Visit us at 102 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-0010. Sozo Chiropractic. Relax, restore, and
out of the timeout, first called by the Wildcats for the first time this match tonight. Broncos rallying their way back in. Free ball sent over, double hit. A costly mistake from Breck Nielsen. I think it didn't intentionally mean to do that. I think it's just instinctually just trying to play it off the net, as if it's been practiced several times. Have to love the hustle there. Krings keeps it in. Broncos for the first time are the first to 20. And Coach Park said this team, they feed off each other's energy. And right there, the Broncos are feeling it here, trying to put away this third set. Kilgore's hit dug up by Krings. Lightcap's denied. They'll play it for Krings, who just has it at the net. Wildcats will earn a point back. So the Broncos rally halts here, 2018. It'll be Reagan Williams to serve on the side of Louisburg. Beautiful dig from Sittler. Crane sticks it through the block. Moore and Losey were there. But it's Krings to prevail. 21, serve 18. Shelby Winkle to serve the libero. Big dig by Nelson. Losey responds back. Can't be denied. Now the Wildcats keeping pace with the Broncos here. Adeline Moore to serve on the side of Louisburg. Quick set. Play for Lightcap goes opposite side, dug up by Moore. And Riley Telkin hits it at the net. Point for the Broncos side, 22-19. Alina Douglas checks in for Lightcap. Alina Douglas back to serve for Spring Hill. And she'll be tasked with trying to put away the Wildcats here. Kept it close within 2 or 3 points. Broncos want to take set 3 home. And they're on their way to doing that right now. Big block from Metcalf and Gallagher. 23 serve, 19. Douglas once more to serve. Kilgore to send it over from the back row. It's out of bounds. Set point for the Broncos. Two quick points set up by Douglas. Can she put it away here? She finishes the job. It's an ace to put it away. The Broncos take set 3, 25-19. Back-to-back 25-19 sets here. But this time it's in favor of the home side here. Broncos one away from taking it. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. On to set 4 when we come back.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Broncos lead it 2-1, 25-22 in set 1. Wildcats responded back at 25-19 win in the second frame, and the Broncos won this past set 25-19. On to set 4. Louisburg serves first. Set up Krings, sneaks it through the crease. Wildcats have a chance to respond here. Losi in the middle. Wildcats here in the first point of set 4. And the energy certainly high for both teams here. Coach Parks trying to go for the second straight win. Back-to-back wins against conference opponents. And the same can be said for the Wildcats as the Wildcats will hit it out of bounds there. Ainsley Ayton will check in to serve. And Aaliyah Smith will check in. Again, Ayton to serve. Set up for Kilgore. Winkle and Metcalf trying to go for it. But it just sneaks through. Point Wildcats there. Kilgore will go back to serve for the side of the Wildcats, looking for their second straight as well. Second straight against a conference opponent. Free ball sent back by Delaney Nelson, and the Wildcats start off with a 2-point rally after getting the first point. Kilgore pulls an ace out of the deck. Making it now a 3-0 run for Louisburg. Another Kilgore serve. Broncos earn a point back off the service error. Lead cut in half by 2. It'll be the libero Shelby Winkle to serve here. Bronco student section making some noise here. Wildcats find themselves a point off a service error. 5-2 the score. This set, fourth set. Kennelosi. Service error. Broncos put a point back on. Last 3 points have been off of service errors. As Addie Lightcap checks in for Alina Douglas, it'll be Macy Metcalf to serve on the side of Spring Hill. Dig from Ellie Vos in the back row. Nielsen denied. This time it's Riley Tilkin with the kill for the Wildcats. They double up on the Broncos, 6 serve 3. And it's Tilkin back to serve. Winkle the dig, Lightcap plays it to the outside. And a big switch set there for Adeline Moore, and the Wildcats start off strong. They lead up 4. Be a big set win for the Wildcats if they can send it to 5. Set outside, Delaney Nelson hits it over the line. Broncos earn a point right back. Krings and Sittler check in. On the side of Spring Hill, Stella Bonensteel checks in. She'll replace Riley Tilkin. Abby Sittler to serve for Spring Hill. Quick set middle, out of bounds. That's a Breck Nielsen on that one. Just hits it towards the sideline. Broncos find themselves within 2, and again, it's Sittler back to serve. She'll go quick on the serve, dug up by Bonensteel. She'll send it from the back row. Winkle trips over somebody in the back row. Lightcap earns the points. And the Broncos within 1. And the score is 6-7. Yes, you guys can laugh at home. It was going to happen, unfortunately. Breck Nielsen puts it away. Now her second point of the set. Breck Nielsen really solid in the middle. Kaylee Kilgore checks in for the Wildcats. It'll be Delaney Nelson, the senior, to serve. Rocking the gold shoes there on the court. And too hot off the hand of Farrah Shea. Wildcats earned a 3-point lead, right back 9-6. Nelson will now operate, serving from the right side, and hits it out of bounds. Serve 7-9, the score. Farrah Shea to serve. Goes right at Williams. Breck Nielsen sneaks it through the block, and the Wildcats first to 10. Wildcats send it over. Lightcap plays it out of the back row. Nielsen. Backwards ball. Soft touch to the right side. It's still corralled up. Winkle sends a free ball over. Kilgore trying to go opposite side, and it's right at the net. Broncos cue in a point. Lena Douglas back to serve after she just checks in. Nelson with the dig and the send over, and it's the kill for Langley Krings, and the Broncos find themselves down just one. Started behind on 3 of the 4 sets. Beautiful dig from Sittler in the back row. Kring sends it over. Kilgore on the dig. And Winkle's reception is corralled ways away into the crowd. Adeline Moore to serve. Bonnet steal off. Riley Telkin in for Louisburg. Service error. Broncos to 10. Kalia Smith. And Ainsley Ayton, the 2 to check in. Ainsley Ayton, the junior, to serve. Serve 10-11. Quick set middle, low C dug up by Winkle. It'll be Winkle to send it over. Kalia Smith. Touched off a Wildcat. We're tied at 11 each. 11 all here in the 4th set. Broncos trying to put it away here. Ayton serve, dug up by Kilgore. Kilgore the one to send it over. It's inbounds. Gilly Kilgore to serve after earning the point for Louisburg, 12-11. Aiden digs it up. This will be played to Metcalf. Goes right at the opposite side. And the Broncos tied up at 12. Olivos checks in for Kaylee Kilgore. And it's Shelby Winkle, the libero. Send it over for the Wildcats. Vos tracks it down and just sent over, but out of bounds. Nice catch, Coach Parks. Broncos take the lead 13-12. And back to serve again goes Winkle. Vos had to go low to get that one. Lucy's denied by Farrah. Lucy just initially had it at the net, and Farrah just did her job to just get up there and try and deny it. Vos again, another beautiful dig. And they'll play it for Nelson. Gets the point for the Wildcats. Delaney Nelson has been the power hitter on that outside. And now this is a really good option serving-wise for the Wildcats with McKenna Losi. She sends it over, dug up by Ayton in the back row. Beautiful kill for Farrah. Broncos keep their distance. Addie Lightcap checks in for Elena Douglas. Macy Metcalf to serve. Broncos had three different players that have service aces in that last set. Set middle by Morgan. Broncos will look to respond here. Lightcap goes to the right side, went right at Adeline Moore. And Addie Lightcap earns the Broncos point number 16. They lead by 3. Metcalf again once more back to serve. Quick set middle for Nielsen. It's the effort of Nelson to send it over. Kalia Smith will go to the back row. And the Broncos lead it by 4. And Coach Brown's going to call a timeout as the Broncos cruising their way to a 4-point lead here in this 4th set. Timeout on the floor. Broncos lead it 17-13 here in this 4th set. They lead the match 2-1. Metcalf's serve. Be played by Nelson, denied by Farrah and Addie Lightcap. A tandem block has the Broncos up 5. They're dancing their way through this 4th set. Telkin dug up by Ayton, sent over by Shea. Wildcats will play it to Nelson. Ayton digs it up in the back row. Lightcap goes opposite side, dug up by Moore. Telkin. Again, Ayton the dig in the back row. They'll play Kalia Smith, just sneaks it through the block. Last hit for Nelson. It was in bounds, point for the Wildcats. And the rally goes in favor of the side of the visitors. Stella Bonensteel checks in for Telkin. Bonensteel back to serve for the Wildcats. Wildcats looking to just respond after a solid tournament run over the weekend in a big statement win over the Paola Panthers. Metcalf plays this for Shea. Bonnet steal the dig, and that one just too hard off the hand of Adeline Moore. The Broncos earn point number 19. Langley Krings, Abby Sittler, Kalia Smith, and Ainsley Ayton to the bench. It'll be Sittler back to serve for Spring Hill. Sittler lays her over, dug up by Williams. Sent over by Moore. Broncos will respond here. Lightcap goes opposite side and gets it. That's been the signature bread and butter for Andy Lightcap, going to that opposite side, challenging that sideline there. The Broncos reach 20. Quick play to Nelson, playing shallow, and the Wildcats bury it. Delaney Nelson, the Golden Shoes, has the golden opportunity to try and start a rally here on the side of the Wildcats. Down 5. Winkle had the dig, and it's Krings to put it away. Broncos to 21. Winkle off, Farachet in, Farachet to serve. It's a joust won by the Broncos. Battle of the 11s. Kilgore sneaks it through the crease and challenges Shea there. He just can't get it in time. 21 serve 16. On the side of Louisburg, it'll be Breck Nielsen, the junior. He played shallow, dug up by Bonensteel. They'll go opposite side, beautifully hit. And Sittler trying to corral it, had to go all the way back to the end line. Wildcats earn themselves a point, continuing to try and chip away at the lead of the Broncos. Brett Nielsen serve. Sittler, Metcalf playing it shallow. Point for the Wildcats. And a service error, costly from Breck Nielsen. Nielsen, who had been serving so flawlessly there, puts the Broncos one ahead and a step closer to taking this match 3-1. Elena Douglas in, she'll serve. Pulls an ace out of the bag. How about that for Elena Douglas? Asking you shall receive, 23-18. Douglas's serve out of bounds. And the Wildcats still have life here. Riley Telkin checks in. Bonensteel out. And they'll look to Adeline Moore, the junior. Broncos will play it. Gallagher barely gets it over. Kilgore plays shallow. Got it. Metcalf was racing over to try and get it. But Kilgore just sneaks it over. 23-20. There's another serve for Moore. Winkle the dig. Played outside for Metcalf, dug up in the back by Nelson. Telkins hit, dug up by Douglas. Logo Krings just sneaks it over the net. Losi couldn't find it. And it's match points for the Broncos. And they'll turn to Ainsley Aiden and Kalia Smith. Ainsley Aiden will operate from the left side. Can she put it away here? And Aiden just stepped over the line there on that serve. As they'll call Aiden for a fault. Still match point number 2. Wildcats serve. It's Kilgore. Winkle the dig. Douglas. Kalia Smith gets the kill. Broncos win it. 25-21 in set number 4. And the Broncos a big win in the Frontier League. They're back to 500 within Frontier League play and earn win number 7 of this season. We'll step aside for just a matter of moments. We'll come back to our Elliott Insurance Group post-game show. We'll break down this matchup and what's coming up next here on Spring Hill Sports Live. The Broncos take it in 4. Back after this.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, time for our post-game show presented by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both. With offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Josh Gillard behind the camera, Brendan Bowen back here with you on the post-game show. A big statement win for the Broncos, taking it 3-1, 25-22. 19-25, 25-19, 25-21, the final of those 4 sets. As the Broncos improved to 7-13, back to 500 in conference play at 2-2. The Wildcats fall to 15-7, 4-2 in conference play. The Broncos spoil the plans to keep in pace with Eudora, as it's a big win for Coach Parks and the staff. A much-needed win to get themselves back in rhythm. As we'll step aside again for just a matter of moments, we'll talk to Coach Parks after a word from our sponsors here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back here in our Elliott Insurance Group post-game show, Broncos take it in 4. Coach Park says, unfortunately cannot make it up here for the post-game interview, but I did ask her how she felt about the win, and she said, it's a big win for us, a much-needed win. We just got to recoup and get ready for the home tournament this weekend, which they will have starting off in the morning. The only match logged on that side is against Olathe East at 1:30. So Olathe East will be at 1:30, one of the several teams the Broncos will face here in this gymnasium at home on October 4th. Then looking at the rest of the schedule, they'll be on the road at Ottawa for duel on the 7th of October. Back here, senior night on the 14th of October against Tonganoxie, and then they'll round out their season with a tournament in Emporia, Kansas. This has been our final broadcast of Bronco Volleyball here on Spring Hill Sports Live. On the side of boys soccer, we'll have it for you next week on the 12th of October when the Broncos take on the Lansing Lions. But of course, our big event, tune in tomorrow. We'll be back home as the Broncos take on the Ottawa Cyclones, a big Frontier League showdown you don't want to miss. Right here, we'll have it, our pregame show starting at 6 o'clock. It'll be a much shorter pregame show due to senior night festivities beginning on the season. The Broncos take on the Cyclones. And be sure to head out to the tailgate at 5 o'clock. And that tailgate beginning at 5 o'clock. We'll be live on the pregame show from that tailgate. But of course, about that tailgate, to benefit the Spring Hill Education Foundation, the Gridiron Club, and Wade Church, this focused fundraiser will be helping with personal hygiene supplies for district nurses and counselors. Help us restock the shelves. Cash and hygiene item donations accepted. Enjoy food, fun, and fellowship as we gear up for another Bronco win.
food at 5, kickoff at 7, pregame show live from the tailgate starting at 6 o'clock p.m. right here on Spring Hill Sports Live. As we thank you to all our fans and viewers listening in from wherever you are. This has been a presentation of Bronco Volleyball right here on Spring Hill Sports Live. For my cameraman Josh Gillard, I'm Brendan Bullen signing off. We'll see you tomorrow back here in Spring Hill. Go Broncos. Have a blessed night, folks.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.